Rabbit oyster rooms. Well, hello and happy Sunday. I've finished all my, well, I say all, it's only 4 squares of paving and a bit of cementing. I went back up to that builder's yard and I said, do you do those V-shaped coping stones still? And he did. I was going to make a little ramp out of concrete, but when I went to the cheapo shop, no concrete left. I thought, And then I remembered them V-shaped coping stones. I used to have some, but I threw mine away when I replaced it all with decking, because it's easier for the cats to walk on. Anyway, he did £2 something, so I made a little ramp out of cement and dolloped the V-shaped coping on, and then the infill I made some of my own concrete using porous Aldi cat litter and a sloppy mix, and it's dried. That's what I've just been testing now. Did it on Friday and I didn't want to risk it on Saturday, but it seems fine. Seems to have set alright. I shall go past that petrol station. I was earwigging a conversation when I was buying my lottery and my newspaper on Saturday. The Pakistani chap that runs it said they had a break-in overnight. Cash machine gone and every single item of smoking paraphernalia was gone. He said there were 2 packets on the floor which had been dropped. Crime's gone rife, hasn't it? Ever since this lockdown, people are just going crazy, pinching stuff. and vandalism. My sister posted a thing about Whalley railway station this time, which is over the hill next to ours, and a gang of arsehole kids, or I don't know who they are, teenagers probably, can't be young kids, broke into a school, smashed tables up to get some table legs. Look at this. Indicate right. And then all got on the station, and on the platform back to Blackburn, they've smashed all the windows in the waiting room, you know, the little shelter. Arseholes, aren't they? Little bastards. I blame the parents. Do you know where your kids were last night? Sort of robbing the petrol station. There'll be lots of cut price cigarettes on offer on the black market. Probably sell them on to other shops, won't they? Where am I going? Well, I was meant to be at my mum's. I feel a bit guilty actually, because 2 or 3 years ago I made her a back gate, and I'm not one to blow my own bugle, but I did it perfectly, and it's still hanging perfectly and it's not rotted. It says 2 or 3 years ago, can you make me one for the back ginnel? And her and 2 neighbours, used to be 3 neighbours, but he had his own door put on the end. Can you make me another door to go on the end? This one's falling apart. I said, well, it's middle of a heat wave. I think it was July. And you were red hot. So I said, last thing you want to do in July is make a door. Because when I made her other one, it was on a level surface on the back yard floor. You lay all the tongue and groove out, make it perfectly square after measuring up. Measure where the hinges are going. It was a lot of up and down, up and down, up and down. I said it's exhausting. I had to hang a towel on the line before. I said this is wrong time of year. Well, I want it doing. I said, well, my neighbour's just had one done, an old fella. I say old fella, middle-aged chap, makes him in his workshop. I'll give you his number. And the sodding robbing old farts charged 160 quid, and he hasn't even put diagonals on which stop it sagging. So it's sagged and it's rubbing out floor now, plus all the tongue and groove is separating. So I'm going to go up. I bought some decking to trim the bottom of my back door off, because I just saw 3 inch off the bottom with my little jigsaw, and to cover the wavy line up. Yeah, we're a bit wavy. I got some decking, and I've put a piece of decking front and back, and just put long screws all the way through. See another one with your dodgy brake light. So yeah, we're going to go up, and she just rung up. Oh, I've just been in back to check, and my neighbour's having some work done. There's all building stuff in the ginnel. Oh, so we'll leave it for another day then, because I'm on earlies next week. Or next weekend. I said, there's no mad rush, is there? It's been waiting to be done for ages. I said, you shouldn't have paid him. What, my brother lives with my mum since he's divorced. I said, did he not have a do with him? And say, we're not paying you till you've done the diagonals. Up on a three-wheeler. Any progress with this fishing lake yet? No, look at that. Fence is pulled down. Cafe boarded up. Dodgy junction this, look at why it's so busy. Still it is the A59. That's why. All the way from Liverpool to York. Yeah, so I just thought I'd nip out, test my step, test the weight of the bike on the paving. I'll check when I get home, see if it's sagged or cracked. It shouldn't have, it's had 3 days to dry now. It's been like this every day, nice and breezy and warm. And I'm going to Pets at Home for some stuff for me moggies. Oh dear. Coffee's just regurgitated. Clive, my drinking buddy from work, has just sent a link. There's a Norton Commando 850 still in the crate from the 70s for sale online at an auction. I said, well, I'm not sure if the Commando was as good as people say. Didn't they have lots of trouble with the starter motor not working and other problems? Probably go for a ridiculous amount of money. And I said, I'm back at work, as you know, Monday, early. And I said, payday's the week after next. I was hoping we could go on a little piss up and have another curry, but I said, the money's going to be tight this month. I spent all that money on all the building work. And I've got a bloody water bill to pay, £135, 6 months water bill. And I have to pay it on or by the 1st of October. That's a pain in the arse. If you don't pay by that day, they make you pay the full amount, 260 odd, rather than in 2 instalments. They're awkward, but they don't understand. People get paid at the end of the month, or the 1st of the month rather. Yeah, I'll keep my indicator on because it makes a noise. Are we still on lockdown? With all the weird restrictions. I still didn't clean the mirrors, they're still a bit grimy. Is that cloth? Granville, fetch your cloth. I've even got a little matching blue cleaning cloth for the glass work. So I've gone to Blackpool again for another run through the illuminations. I have just realised, bugger, I've not reset the bloody settings still. I've not had this helmet on all week. Last time I was out was for the illumination, so it's still on auto exposure 1 in sunny weather. Oh, in other words, far too bright. I'll adjust it now. Creamies and catnip. Imagine not resetting the bloody auto exposure bias. That's a twerp. Still, I noticed it was a bit blurry going through the illuminations. I'm not sure if number 1 was the correct setting or not. That's the keys on the carrier. What are you doing now? Funny place to have a camp, Albert. Yeah, I went to my Aldi yesterday. Guess what I bought? Yes, another bottle of Ballycastle. And some popcorn. It's very good actually, peanut butter popcorn. Of all the food I bought there, half of it's gone in a bloody bin. Thank you. Popcorn is not a proper meal, of course. I got a rather expensive curry first week of my holidays, isn't it? Absolute crap. Unless it's being spoiled by a proper Indian curries, they're never the same, are they? Closest I've got to a good genuine curry from a supermarket is Iceland. There's a delicious. And they were so genuine, I would dash into the bog the day after. Well, nice cooling breeze. Best time of year for bike riding, yes I think. Interesting colours on the trees. A lot cooler than it was during summer. And do we tend to get better weather in September? It's been lovely, hasn't it? Well, this week's been nice. Pity I've not had the bike out since Monday. Same as Derek's. That's not Derek, is it? Visiting? Ah, forgot about that when we went on a piss up. Cantonese restaurant, I'll tell Clive about that. It's always nice just sitting in for a nice meal instead of going to takeaway. I thought I'd do that Waddington circular route again. And then fill up, unless I leave filling up till after work tomorrow. It's only about 40 miles, I think. It's like someone else who's just done the Waddington circular. On a scooter. Yeah, another housing estate going up. Waddington Heights. Yeah, should face oncoming traffic. Look at that litter blowing about, probably come off a wagon or something. Just picked a load of litter up off the front of my house. Bloody chip box, McDonald's fry box and something else and some polystyrene. Littering really annoys me. Yeah, that's Waddington Hall. So the one opposite that fishing lake is still a mystery. Someone said it's a private residence, but I don't know. Excellent brakes. Yeah, Three Rivers caravan site's meant to be lovely here. An old chap in the 80s used to have a caravan there. Have you never been to Three Rivers? I said no, I don't know where it is. Although I was telling my mum about that. I said, why don't you and Ernie get a caravan, you can have weekends away, but I said the site fees these days are colossal. When my mate had one in the 80s, he paid $2.50 a quarter. And someone said, no, it's a lot more now. And it will be, won't it? 80s were 30 odd years ago, weren't they? A lovely spot for a romantic picnic. Rose gardens. All my roses are dying off, they're all got bloody black spot. Even them new ones I planted have caught black spot from the others and all the leaves are dropped off. I think I'll snip them all down and next year just have dahlias or other pretty flowers. A pain in the arse anyway, roses. Well, a pain in the hand when you get pricked when you're pruning them. Now, which bend was it where I nearly got front-ended with some silly old sod in a Land Rover? It was here, I think. Yeah, here, round this bend. Overtaking on this bend. Old carrot cruncher. A Forest of Bowland. See, all the signs say that, Forest of Bowland, and yet there isn't actually a forest. I'm reading some blurb on an official video, a tourism video, and it said there isn't actually a forest anymore. It's all been chopped down. There's clumps of trees here and there, and the trough is those big hills in the middle, you know, where I go to Lancaster. I'm not really bothered about not having the bike out since the illuminations, because I'm meant to be resting. This is a resting holiday, apart from laying them 4 slabs, although that wasn't really hard work. Hard work mixing the cement. It was only a little job, wasn't it? And I had plenty of breaks whilst waiting for the cement to dry. I'll do a stop and carry on further up this hill, let that BMW go away. Nice countryside, isn't it? And it's right on my doorstep, so no need to go 80 bloody miles into the countryside. To me it's all the same. If you, well, it's that new building, isn't it, on the site of the Morecambe pub. Coming soon, Fellview. Yeah, if you enjoy going into Yorkshire on rides out, fair enough. What's his name? Murphy says, I said, what keeps you going? I just feel exhausted. I usually take a couple of cans of high energy drink. And he said, tea. Or was it Ainsworth Rider? Tea, that's all you need, Stephen. Tea. Tea. Down fruit tea, PG tea. Keeps you alert. I suppose tea does have caffeine in, doesn't it, like coffee? But I think it's just old age with me. I just get very tired. And of course it depends on the amount of sleep you've had. What time did I go to bed last night? After 1, I think it was. What were I watching? I think I was just channel hopping. The music thing on, Jimi Hendrix and a few others. Oh, look at all these bikes. Oh, what's happened? Where's the bike meets? I'll pull over and have a nose here. Yes, I'm gate crashing. Everyone stay away, Dorothy. There are the old Harleys. Must be a Harley's owners group. They've done a mass stop and carry on. Are they all going to set off again? I'll wait till they set off. I should have a chat with him, shouldn't I? But let's have a sit on here. Bad to the bone, do 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 do, bad to the bone, do 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 do. I was thinking if this was America and it was a Harley Haulers group. No, I wouldn't get attacked because I'm on a rice burner, would I? BMW. Oh no, that's a phaser, I think. Well, I think I've stopped long enough and I'll carry on. Oops. Oh yeah, should I put it under me carrier and tie it on? I think I will. Alright, is this the local Harley's owners group ride out? Yeah. How far have you been? Yeah, I was just going to say, I was thinking of going because you can go over hills, can't you, to Morecambe from here? About 30 mile, yeah. Were there any cafes open? Oh, lovely, yeah, glad everything's open again, yeah. I normally bring a couple of buses and a can of pop, but I haven't done. Oh, good. Yeah, is everything alright? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you have to be careful. No, I used to go to a cafe called the Bayview and it was next to Frontierland's bar, but the bar's been demolished like the rest of the bloody theme park. And every time I've been to a cafe, it's shut. There's parking for 5 bikes and they're really good meals. Bayview Cafe, but there's another one near the Battery, a closed down pub. Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice ride, isn't it? A few hairpin bends up that hill. Did you go up that winding hairpin down to the bottom? Oh yeah. There is an alternate route via Caton to avoid the hairpin bends. Anyway. Yeah, looks like a good day out. I won't press my tyres annoying. Oh, Kawasaki. British bike. Very nice. BSA single. chap just said watch out for sheep. Bit too late in the day to head to Morecambe. I would have done because that was on my list of to-dos. Not been to Morecambe for a while. Stop at a cafe, have a shufty around the market, carry on up to Carnforth. I wanted to have a look at Ironside again because I made the mistake of turning off when I went last year and I didn't see that lovely view across the bay. I turned off because I was wondering where my old great auntie or great auntie used to live. And I turned off thinking that was her road, but I ended up getting bloody lost. This is a nice spot, isn't it? I'll stay behind this BSA. I like the smell of the exhaust. Wonder what model that is. It's only a little single, it must be a 350. Look at this. See that September fire, it's a lot clearer, isn't it, than summer. Summer you get a haze, but in the slightly cooler autumn with a breeze you get all that mist blown away. Pheasant. Would you be tempted to brake for a pheasant? You'd just run over it, wouldn't you? But it's in your natural instinct to brake. What's on the back there? Oh, leather tool pouches. I used to have one of them and I gave it away to him at Accrington Bike Club, Keith. And he never seemed to have used it. I should have bloody kept it. Always giving stuff away. Wonder if I've got a picture of them oyster rooms. That postcard I gave away on Monday. I'll pull it up if I remember. GSV 364 reg on this old BSA. So it must be 1950s. Oh, I see a squash pheasant. Cow Ark 4 mile. Yeah, Cow Ark 4 mile. Where does that come out then? Any other roads round there? Because I'm heading for that lovely view again up on the hill. I can't see where that road will cut. Someone said Cow Ark, you're at Cow Ark. So 4 miles that way. Maybe I should have gone up it. A new experience. Should I turn around and go up it, do you think? Seeing as this is all familiar. I'll turn round at the pub here. Instead of the same old route. Thank you, Albert. Is this pub open again? Yes. Yeah, let's have a look. Cow Ark. Hope it's not a little crappy tiny road. Careful of traffic. Where was that road? The other side of that hill. crossroads. Car coming. Easington, never been there. Cow Ark, 4 miles, I don't know. See, single track road, which I don't like. Passing points. 4 mile on roads like this seems like bloody 10 mile. Like I said, it's just to satisfy my curiosity. Cow Ark. Is there a village, Cow Ark? Is it near Whitewell? We shall find out. All the nice views from this lane I've never been on. Yes, that's nice. Careful of creatures, I won't go too fast. Bumpy. Like I said, I shouldn't be negative, but trees and grassy fields, trees and grassy fields, trees, hills and grassy fields. Oh, hello. Oh, private road. See the sun, we're being late in the afternoon, the bloody sun's slightly in my eyes. Oh, it's very narrow. What should be a big tractor with a spiky scarifier on the back? Test me on. Yep. Still working fine, good. That Range Rover thingy hasn't set off yet. 4 miles. What are you doing, Albert? Talking to a quad rider. I don't know. Well, I won't be going down here again. What's he doing? Was it a signalling effort? Just to be safe. Hills, hills, more hills. Little thickets of trees. Lightning tree. Someone put a clip of that on Twitter. That's what I used to have. The single by the settlers, grow the lightning tree. Oh, look at this. Grow the lightning tree, never give up to you and me. Grow the light. Folly Foot, wasn't it? And I even remember the B-side, just this side of nowhere. It's a little west of any place, just this side of nowhere. Grow the lightning tree, diddly-dee-dee, you and me. Grow the lightning tree, diddly-dee-dee-dee-dee. Down in the meadow where the wind blows free, diddly-dee, the lightning tree, wind blows cold, diddly-dee-dee. Grow the lightning tree. Caution, timber lorries, bloody hell. Timber, well, look at this. Hey, what do they do with all the timber? Sell it for log fires. How far have we gone so far? 2 miles. Where has it come out? I'm still rather baffled. I'll pull in here. You turning off, Albert? Yes. It's like the coast over there. Can't see the tower though. Or is it the coast? Can't be the coast unless we are way below sea level. At least it's good vision ahead with this section. Ah, so it's joining onto another road, so this must be a turn off, one of the roads I'm more familiar with. Let's have a look. Cow Ark. Yeah, this looks like it's near Brown's home then. Oh, we're on. Yeah, this is the road where the lovely view is then. Oh, well. So is it called Cow Ark? Is this spot called Cow Ark? Cow Ark. Is it worth going to that tea shop in Dunsop Bridge, or just go home and have a brew instead and then see about something for me tea? When I rung my mum up to offer to do a back door, so I'll make you an apple or a cherry crumble. I said, oh, thank you. Wonder if she's still making it, even though I'm not doing a door. Oh, someone parked in my spot. My spot. See, it's all gone a funny colour, like I said, we're being autumn. Oh, my bench is free. Look at that, not lovely. A lot clearer than it usually is. Keep my head still. Stop, keep my head still. Carry on. I want to get a picture of my bike with that background. Now it's nice and clear. Will my bike be okay there? Side stand on that bit. Let's see. End up in a ditch in a bunch of nettles. Good to have not got a bigger bike in it. And nothing to stand it on to build a level up. No one's going to run into me, I hope. So you can get stills off this camera, you see. That'd be a good spot. See that bench, you say. I know. Picture about my green bag on the back. I still didn't touch up that little scuff on the crash bar. I thought I've got, they haven't fitted a cheap eBay fender extender that's a proper extender. And it's about 2 inches longer than that one, even with my video case extension on. But I just haven't had the patience to fit it, maybe next year. Like I said, I'm not putting stuff on that might get potentially damaged over winter. I think I'll go the other way. Down here, turn left. And you come back on that road where the telephone booth is. And a lovely view though, rivals anything you can see in the Lake District. Pity there's not a big lake in that bottom bit. I've got pictures of all my bikes with this view, my old Silverwing, my X4 1300, my little CB 500. I've been coming here for years. Well, let's get home. Yeah, it would have been nice to go to Morecambe. I mean, you've even got the option of going over via the Caton bike meet, that snack bar, and then carry on to Kirby Lonsdale and down to Settle. But I'm not keen on that ride. Too busy that road with all the Lake District traffic on and huge trucks. I mean, countryside roads are fine if they're this wide. It's them little half-size ones like that I've just been on. Won't be going on that one again. Down in the meadow where the wind blows free. Is that pub open? Well, the overviews and all this virus thing. People, more and more people are saying it's a load of bollocks and businesses are in danger of going under, so I just let everything go and do as they please. If I had a business, I think I'd leave it open. Losing thousands of bloody pounds and gaining debt. When all we've got to go on is television news reports, and if you believe everything they say on the bent BBC news, which I don't, or propaganda, 40,000 people have died of the COVID-19. Oh, have they? Oh, really? It wasn't flu then or other stuff. Although other people have said there a bloke from his hospital bed filming, it's a lot more serious than people are saying. It is genuine. Well, there are different strains of it, isn't there? But I'm reading in the paper about the Sweden's herd mentality. It started off bad, but because they didn't do a proper lockdown, it's now eased off considerably, and the death rate's almost zero. You should be able to please yourself. We want to take the risk. Do as we please. You want to open your business, do as you please. I could go back over Jeffrey Hill way, couldn't I? Turn right instead of left. At the bottom of here. Chipping, yeah, on the Chipping Road. So you turn left or straight on to Chipping, Longridge and Jeffrey Hill. Purely because the view from Jeffrey Hill will be nice, won't it, on this clear afternoon. Take it easy from here. Bit shadowy. Maybe I should have left the camera setting on a low light bias. Yeah, that could have been nasty. Just give me a little thank you wave. Must have heard my quiet engine. So that's why we need loud pipes. I once stopped at this bridge not having a clue whereabouts I was, but now I know. More bikes. Hello, hello. Another bike, hello. Another bike, hello. Another bike, hello. Shady glade. Little Bowland. Oh, bugger. That must have been a cheap thing. I just nudged that mirror with my hand and it's dropped off somewhere. I'll never find that. Plus it'll be scratched. I do have a spare one at home. It just shows, doesn't it, stuff from the cheapo shop. Not stuck on properly. Oh, you're coming up here as well, Albert. We're all going to Jeffrey Hill. Oh, bug splats. Jeffrey Hill. And I don't mind at all. Oh, tractor there. Is it on the farm or? Oh, coming down here. Oh, yeah. Must have seen the car, silly sod. All this gravel. Oh, oh. So look at these little narrow blind corners. So there's some silly sods whizzing around this bend. Is this a road that comes to the T-junction? I think it is. Left for Jeffrey Hill. And then right. Jeffrey Hill. Yeah. They're all going up Jeffrey Hill. Gravel. Jeffrey Hill, unsuitable for heavy traffic. That little dish, what's that for? Oh, no. Are you stopping, Albert? No, not stopping. See, why come this way if you're not going to stop? And I made a view. I can see for miles. Nice and clear. I'm going to have a little romp amongst this grass, but not a lot to see. I was here with Paul before, and you can see the course just about Silla Tower. Why is it getting hot? I'm going to get this sorted out, aren't I? You have to be aware of white van men in beauty spots because they're usually dumping bloody rubbish here. Another bike. Stopping for a vape. Should have a bigger sign, shouldn't they, saying stop? Thank you. I didn't see him nod the first time. If you're gonna nod, make it a proper nod. Oh well, I'm glad I've been out on the bike, got some fresh air, seen some relaxing, pleasant views. If we'd gone all the way to Morecambe and set off earlier, I went on the internet, watched a bit of telly, and police interceptors. They're so frustrating to watch though. Some arsehole in a bloody... It was his own car, but he was a pisshead. He'd been banned from driving it. He was out on the road. Didn't want to get stopped, so he ploughed through a load of cars, damaging them. And all he got was a suspended sentence. There was a trucker, a black fella, in the papers on Friday. He killed a bloke, a trucker, checking his Google Maps at the wheel, and killed a bloke in a car. And he got off with a suspended sentence, bloody killing someone due to looking at a bloody mobile at the wheel. Judges are just arseholes, aren't they? Although they say their hands are tied by guidelines, and yet the government denied that, saying it's entirely up to the judges what sentence you pass. Is it? Or is it not? Tattoos on the legs. Doesn't that hurt, especially on the backs of the legs? Why have silly tattoos? Have you any tattoos? Am I the only person left in the country that has a bike but has no tattoos? That pub open or shut? See, it's open. Mum said I'm not going to Ernie's. I said why not? To enjoy the sunshine. He's 81 and old Ernie's 81. He could be sat there having a nice meal, waiter service, wrap up if it... She said it's gone cold. She feels so cold, doesn't she, with being 81. Stuck in watching a bloody telly on a day like this. And when I went up the other day to have a look at the back door, the chair and tables I got her to sit on with a nice cup of tea with her sister or Ernie, chair and tables are full of plant pots with bushy plants, hydrangeas and all sorts on. In a climate like ours, we should never waste a nice sunny day, should we? Not sure about the fuel. We're gonna fill up at that A59 fuel station. Should I go there instead of going straight home? Oh no, the fuel station is in this area. Do they have the super duper stuff that I prefer? No, I'll leave it till tomorrow. No red light yet. I need to see the numbers. 123, so I'm okay for 20 miles, no red light yet. There you are, LEDs do ping out. I'm confused which entrance is it. Look at this gravel and horse crap. Or cattle crap. Well, I bet it's packed through the illuminations tonight with this lovely weather. I bet Blackpool's heaving, especially as there's no restrictions there. Private property, keep out. Yeah, keep hold of your dog helmets. Oh, fire. Pooh, can smell the curries on. An old pub, and now it's an Indian restaurant. A spice lounge. See, look at all this litter. Arseholes. And here, that's a black spot for fly tipping. Yeah. Nice here, isn't it? I should have gone for more walks, but I don't think I'll have been up to it. You're lounging on the settee or in the backyard. I'm too old for all that keep fit nonsense.